Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Hero 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. I promised that the next video I made after the one that was kind of woo about Starfire DNA would have a more current events application. And indeed it does. You see, on November 10th, President-elect Trump appointed Thomas Homan to be Immigrations and Customs Enforcement Administrator under his administration. We're going to go to a compilation, take a look at the gentleman, and see what the universe wants us to know about him. Okay, let me go to that compilation. Here's a picture of him, and here is a 1 minute excerpt from a 5 minute speech he made. He was very, very emphatic that he would do his duty as the new administrator for ICE. That President Trump had told him he had 16 days to close the border. And he's going to get her done, he says. Here's a quote from him. There's been nobody that has done more for border security and public safety than President Trump, and I've worked for 6 presidents. I enjoyed this short clip of him not being deterred by a forceful gavel wielding chairperson here. And his parting words to her were, "You work for me, I'm a taxpayer." And I think we all need to remember that if we're taxpayers, that anyone who is some sort of a elected official, they work for us. And they need to be reminded of it, I think. Now, a blurb I got that just kind of summed this up says that President-elect Trump announced on November 10th, 2024, that Homan would be joining the incoming administration as the border czar position, writing that Homan will be in charge of all deportation of illegal aliens back to their country of origin. Homan plans on using the Alien and Sedition Act of 1798 to complete the task. Now, that's not the end of the news about the gentleman. I hear that there are law enforcement officials in Los Angeles County in California here in the US that have said they will not help in the effort. I don't think Coleman's going to let that stop him from doing what he does personally. But I also found a couple things that I personally found concerning. First of all, one of the things is that he is a contributor to the Heritage Foundation and Project 2025, which the left was using to scare people upside down and silly and saying that, and Trump had distanced himself from that effort and organization because he had Agenda 47. So he disavowed, 2025, yet Holman was part of that. So that concerns me a little bit. And then knowing that Mr. T has a history of sometimes calling attention to people who he wants us to keep eyes on made me wonder if that was indeed what was going on. I also saw that at one point Mr. Homan refused to speak at an event because the organizer had made positive comments about Putin invading or going into Ukraine. I probably should have said the country that starts with U, but maybe that's not a hot word anymore. I'll find out as I get this video going. It just made me wonder because it seems to me like with some knowledge of world events, I think we saw that there was a lot more going on there than an invasion, that it was an effort to stop harm to little ones, labs that shouldn't have been there, facilities that shouldn't have been there, industries that need to be shut down. There's a lot more going on with that whole effort than what the mainstream knew. That I would think that a gentleman that's involved in law enforcement would be kind of aware and informed about. So I really don't know what to think about this gentleman. I hope he does a really good job, not of separating families, but taking people, returning them to their country of origin, and telling them they'll be welcome to come back the right way. Okay. And I think they can, that a lot of that needs to be done. I think some of it will be done anyway. All I have to do is turn off some debit cards, right? Stop paying hotel bills. And I bet people start heading, plus winter's coming, and a lot of the people that were in influx and illegal influx in our country aren't used to winter weather. So that might encourage them to go back and try it again another time, maybe the right way. So I'd just like the universe to give us some insights and information about the Thomas Homan, who will be the border czar under the second Trump administration, second official Trump administration. So let me switch the camera. We'll work with the cards and find out together what the universe wants us to know. Like I said, I was feeling pretty positive, and then I saw that couple of those past behaviors and alliances, and I thought, am I supposed to be rooting for him or just keeping an eye on him? Let's find out. So we'd like insights and information about Trump's new border czar, Thomas Homan, who has very positive things to say about Mr. Trump and the job he will do for him, but we'd like insights and information. Hey, we have the Four of Wands, Justice. Okay, it's already setting my mind at ease a little bit here. Recent past, we have Queen of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, again, already setting my mind at ease, and hopefully you're familiar enough with tarot cards you can see why I'm saying that. Let's do a little deeper dive and talk about what the cards, why they're telling me that. First of all, the situation here, it's a teamwork and alliance with Mr. T and Mr. Homan. It is very, very genuine, and their aim is absolutely one based on justice and legality. So there's that. Queen of Pentacles in the recent past just talks about some actually some sovereignty that's going to be the process of it is being instated here. So I love that that the Queen of Pentacles showed up. And she's about security, and he is going to, as border czar, is going to be trying to have our border be more secure, have people who enter the U.S. and want to become residents, legal residents here or citizens to follow what we have actually a very generous immigration policy in our country. So it just needs to be followed. And it's a shame that the people that do try have been put on the back burner by those that didn't. So the current situation, we've got the Six of Pentacles. So it looks like he's going to be actually really diligent in what he does, and he's going to be focusing on um, returning people who are not part of a family unit. That's going to be top priority. Criminals, etc., from other countries are going to be a top priority to go. So I like the look of that. Let's look at the near future here. Page of Swords. Okay, truth. He's all about, if you truly want to be here, he's an advocate of truth. So, okay, I'm becoming a fan again. I still don't know why he was involved with Project 2025, but he's going to do apparently a very good job for this country and for President Trump. He's very determined to make this a successful venture, and indeed, success for the near future is shown with the Nine of Pentacles, because that is a card of success. And there's also a little element of independence that is noted here. So again, he really doesn't care if he steps on some toes. He's going to do his job, and he's going to do it in a way that he has chafed for years to be able to do his job. And now he's going to be supported in those endeavors in all the ways he only dreamed about under the administration of 46, and probably a couple of the other former administrations before that. Okay, we have the Five of Swords for additional insights. The Sun, another five with the Five of Cups, and the Lovers. So what an interesting mix of cards here. The Five of Swords is telling us that He is not going to be as successful as he hopes right now when he's looking at it kind of through, okay, I'm going to hit the ground running. He's going to face some resistance. And, again, like I said, he's not trying to win a popularity contest in a way that's not going to bother him. But while he's not going to get as much done as he wants, he's really going to be successful at what he does. I think he's just kind of got some unrealistically high hopes right now on what he can get done. But he's going to get a lot done and help us to have secure borders and people here that want to contribute and be part of our country, not tear it apart. So that's really nice to see. Part of what he does as he goes about and does his job, it is going to cause some people some sadness. People that have been here for a while illegally are going to be returned to their country of origin and told to come back correctly, and that's going to cause some issues. For those of us with compassionate hearts, I would say do your homework and learn what the immigration policies are for the United States, what the yearly annual limits are, and just kind of know that there is a way to do this right. And supporting it not being done right, it needs to come to an end. Then the lovers just indicates again a very close teamwork between Mr. Homan and the incoming Trump administration. It's going to go very well, and they're going to balance their wants and needs. But like I said, the only thing that's even slightly negative that I'm seeing right now is that it looks like he's got higher hopes and he's going to be able to realize, but he's going to get a heck of a lot done. So, yeah, he just needs to. And I guess when you're looking at something and planning to go in, you need to just figure you're going all in and going to be 100% successful. And then if you're only 80, you deal with it. So nothing bad here. Just again, looks like he's kind of hoping for more than he'll get done. But the card of justice is part of this. The Four of Wands, the lovers, showing teamwork and determination. And so he's a very determined man, and he's a very good and effective choice for this position. So it's not just that we need to keep our eyes on him. For other reasons, he's going to be very effective. Let's recap. Thomas Homan has been selected to be border czar in Trump's second official administration, starting in 2025. According to what Mr. Homan said in a recent speech, he has been given 16 days to close the border once he takes up that position. And he didn't seem to be overwhelmed by it. He's, I think, anticipating being able to finally have some means and authority to have laws followed and legal immigration enforced. So, and the border to be more secure. I was wondering though, because he has a past affiliation with the Heritage Foundation and Project 2025, as well as an action where he refused to be part of a speaking engagement because someone had supported Putin's incursion into the country that starts with U. I thought, if he was aware of what's going on there, why would he feel that way? I didn't understand it. So I thought, let's ask the cards because I want to know if I should be keeping eyes on him, if that's why he's been chosen, or if it's because he's going to be effective. Well, according to the cards, he's going to be very effective. Okay, he's going to work in close teamwork with the Trump administration. That showed up again and again. The goal is for justice. He's going to, the only thing that was even remotely negative was, excuse me, the Five of Swords showed up, which talks about kind of not a complete success, a partial win, okay? And it also talks about sometimes your opponents walk away and don't want to face you. So that I think this is not only a nod to the fact that right now he is hoping to be 100% successful. That's the way he is. He's all in, give it his all. I don't think it's going to make or break him if he ends up being only 80% as effective as he hopes right now. We just need to understand he's planning for 100%. He's going to work really hard to get as close to that as he can. And I also think because of his diligence and his resolve, it's going to encourage people that were here for other reasons to remove themselves. So that was kind of good. In the course of doing his job, It's going to cause some people sadness. They're going to have to say goodbye for a time to people that have become friends or what have you. And I encourage all of you to, if you would be, and with compassionate hearts we are, if you would be affected by that, learn what the United States immigration policies are and what the annual amounts of people with different claims to need or want to be here are, and just find that out that again, people shouldn't be cutting in line. There's people that have been following this process legally and rather expensively for years, and others should too. So it's not that the doors are going to be closed. We're going to ask people to come through them the right way. So don't get your hearts hurt too much when you hear the sob stories, because there will be sob stories. Okay. All right. Now he's going to be very successful. Again, maybe not as much as he hopes right now today, but what he's just anticipating going in, be very, very successful. And again, the teamwork with him, he and the Trump administration is going to be very, very close and collegial. So he is a good pick, and he's going to be very effective in what he does. And there's no hidden agendas here. He wants to do his job right and enforce existing laws and policies the way they should have always been followed. So that, and if they had been, nobody would be whining and crying. They would just accept the status quo. That's it for this video. I thank you so much for your time and your attention and your viewership. And again, I promised to do a current events one since I had done something that was on the woo spectrum. So this is it. And until next time, if you're willing to receive it, I send you love, light, and I wish for you everything bright. Bye.